Hello and welcome to the first weekly vlog from Eagle-Gryphon Games. I'm the Eggman, Dan King, with egg being spelled EGG, an abbreviation for Eagle-Gryphon Games that you'll hear commonly throughout these vlogs. Each week, I'm going to present you an 8 to 10 minute vlog with behind the scenes looks at who and what is happening at Eagle-Gryphon Games. Most weeks, we will feature some or all of the following: designer interviews, graphic and design previews, Kickstarters present and future, new releases, who's who at Egg, and the eggs from the vault showcasing older titles. Without further ado, let's kick off this vlog with Kickstarters present and future. This vlog's inaugural launch coincides with a single Kickstarter campaign for two games, Illumination and The Road to Canterbury. Both of these games are only $29, or you can get both for $56, and the direct link to the campaign is in the description below here. Now, before I talk about the designer of these two games, I wanted to introduce you to stretch credits that are launching in this campaign instead of stretch goals. After the initial goal of $15,000 has been met, you as a backer will accrue $2 in stretch credits for each additional $5,000 that this Kickstarter project raises in total pledges. These accrued stretch credits can then be used to purchase the add-ons during the pledge manager period following this Kickstarter. So for example, if and when the pledges for this project total $20,000, all backers will receive a $2 stretch credit towards add-on purchases. If and when pledges total $35,000, each backer will receive a cumulative total of $8 in stretch credits. And if and when pledges total $50,000, each backer will receive a cumulative total of $14 in stretch credits and could, for instance, choose to get a Rival Realms game for free. Only backers who pledge $29 or more to this Kickstarter will receive these credits, and credits can only be used to buy add-ons during the pledge manager period. Additional copies of both Illumination and The Road to Canterbury, as well as other add-ons, can be purchased using credits during the pledge manager period. Both of these games, Illumination and The Road to Canterbury, are designed by Alf Seegert, which brings us to the next section of the vlog, designer interviews, where you'll learn more about Alf, both from me and from himself. Alf Seegert is the designer of 11 board games, including the Eagle-Gryphon Games titles Fantastica, Rival Realms, The Road to Canterbury, Musée, and Heir to the Pharaoh. Alf is a professor in the Department of English at the University of Utah, where he teaches courses on virtuality, fantasy, and video game storytelling. His teaching centers on the interplay of mechanics and narrative in games. So let's hear from Alf directly on these different topics.
So I grew up on role-playing games like Dungeons & Dragons, Tunnels & Trolls, and board games like the electronic hybrid Dark Tower and Talisman, which is sort of a hybrid board game, D&D style game. And I found a lot of solace in these sorts of games in some pretty dark times, and I'll forever be grateful to the games themselves, those who made them, and to my friends who I played them with or who were amazing dungeon masters through those sorts of campaigns. I'm also a lifelong video gamer. I actually teach video game narratives in the classroom. And about 20 years ago, I was playing quite a lot of video games, and my wife quite rightly pointed out it would be really nice if we played more games together in physical space. So I did a little bit of research and I stumbled on something I'd never heard of before, namely Euro games. So they were called German-style games back in the day. And so we started playing Settlers of Catan, and before we knew it, we had friends over every weekend playing all sorts of these new Euro games. And before long, I found myself designing them as well. I couldn't help it. And I submitted a bunch to the Hippodice German game competition. I was in the top 10 about 6 times before I finally got published. And about 10 years after that now, I have about 11 games designed. So if I were to play with more than 2 in this house, it would have to involve, well, this guy. And he's adorable, but he sucks at Euro games. I think 3 things managed to warp my sensibilities as a young one, and the first would be Monty Python and the Holy Grail. The second, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. But the most important thing that I encountered as an absolute revelation in 3rd grade was the Phantom Toll Booth. each of these, Monty Python's Holy Grail, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, you find absurdity melded with coherent, passionate world building. And for me, the Phantom Tollbooth was really the template for Fantastica in a whole lot of ways. And it's a 20th century Alice in Wonderland. And if you don't know it, there's no way I can possibly paraphrase it, but let me just leave you with the map right here to tantalize you.
The full interview of Alf Seegert can be found on the Kickstarter page for Illumination and The Road to Canterbury, and that link is in the description of this video. Now available is Sagani, which is the spiritual successor to Uwe Rosenberg's Spiel des Jahres nominated game Nova Luna. In Sagani, you'll create the best display by strategically placing your tiles in this clever puzzle-like game. Your goal is to position the arrows on your tiles to point towards other tiles of the correct color. During the game, you'll choose a Spirit of Nature tile and place it in your personal display. The arrows on the tiles placed indicate the needed alignment of other tiles so they match in color. As soon as you have aligned together all the arrows with proper colored tiles, you'll be rewarded with points for completing that tile's task. Be careful though, because if at any point too many tasks remain unfulfilled, you'll receive negative points. Sagani is great for Uwe Rosenberg fans, lovers of tile-laying games, and family gamers. It's available now, and you can click the link below in the description to be brought right to the product page. Eggs from the Vault is the showcasing of Eagle-Gryphon Games' older titles, and in this episode we take a look at Musée. Now, Musée is available as an add-on to the Kickstarter for Illumination and The Road to Canterbury that was highlighted earlier in this video, and hence is one of the games that you could possibly choose with your stretch credits from the campaign that was also introduced earlier in this video. Musée is a fast-paced card game where you'll collect impossibly valuable works of art, and these paintings are of different themes like landscapes, water, persons, architecture, and animals, but they also represent the different suits of the game. Each player has their own personal art museum, the Musée, with 3 galleries, the lower, middle, and upper. And those paintings that you collect will start to go into your gallery. Turns are very simple and quick. Each player starts with a hand of 5 paintings, and they're going to play one into their personal gallery and then draw a card. So through successive turns, you'll be displaying these paintings in your 3 different galleries, and it doesn't matter which one you place it in. You can leave gaps in your galleries, but when you play a card, it has to follow the sequence of numbers. Like a card to the right of 24 has to be higher than that, like 31. This could go here, here, or here. Or maybe we place it here where it is less than 42, because numbers always have to go in ascending order from left to right. And there's plenty of tough choices. You might want to play this gray landscaped painting next to another one, because not only will every painting get you 1 point that's in any of your 3 galleries, you'll get bonus 2 points if the same theme of painting are adjacent to each other. This game has tons of trade-offs. Like right now, you cannot play numbers between 17 and 30 in this gallery because there's no place to place it. But above this, in the 3rd gallery, because there's a staircase, if you have the same themed painting, like the gray landscape ones, you'll get 3 bonus points. And every time you play a card, you'll draw a card, so you'll always have 5 cards in your hand to choose from. There's also a bit of a race to the game, because if you're the first person to finish a specific gallery, like the middle gallery, you'll be able to get that gallery's bonus card, the middle gallery, with all of those being worth 4 points at the end. Players will keep taking turns in clockwise order. When a player has no more legal plays, their game has ended. Once all players have no legal plays, the game ends. Each player is going to get 1 point for every painting in all 3 of their galleries. 2 points for each like-themed paintings that are adjacent to each other, 3 points for every like-themed paintings that are connected with a stairway, and 4 points for each gallery bonus. Whoever has the most points in the end is the winner. Musée includes 60 unique fine art images from artists ranging from the 15th to the early 20th centuries, all licensed through Bridgman Art Library. It plays 2 to 4 players. With 4 players, there's partnership play with 2 players per team. It's for ages 8 and up and plays in 30 minutes. I just showed you a quick overview of Musée, and you can win your very own copy. One one copy will be given away, and to enter, simply subscribe and comment below. Now that's it. That's all you have to do, and when commenting, we encourage you to let us know your favorite segment of the vlog this week and what you'd like to see in future vlogs. You have 1 week from when this video is launched to enter. Well, I hope you enjoyed the inaugural Eagle-Gryphon Games vlog, and we'll see you next week.